What's going on, y'all? It's Sunday. Beautiful morning this morning. I'm gonna tell you one thing I love about Sundays is you don't have to worry about a lot of people being out here on Sunday. Usually Sundays are rest day. But one of the best quotes I ever heard, and I still live by today, is observe the masses and do the opposite. So when people are saying what they're doing on Sunday, most likely it's gonna be nothing. But when you ask me, we working, baby. You know, one thing that my trainer, his name is Phil, is a bodybuilder. One thing I asked him, I said, hey man, how come people can come to the gym every day and still be in the same spot a year later? Because when we were in there training, I noticed there was some people that were actually in there every day like we were. But when it came to actually progression, the progression wasn't there. Meaning the weight, the muscle tone, everything like that. So I asked him, I said, why is that so? And he told me, he said it's because most people don't give their muscles a chance to actually break down and grow. So time under tension in regards to your muscles are so important. So most of the time they're not doing enough reps. Most of the time they're not, again, breaking that muscle down so it can repair back stronger. So my message today is push yourself so you can grow. I'm learning a lot right now, even with this marathon training, is, you know, you run frequently every day for a set time, let's say for 15 minutes. And then one day out of the week is your long day, which for mine is 45 minutes. So the reason that is you have to first condition your muscles. And then second, you got to then overexert your muscles so they can grow, meaning your heart, your lungs, even your legs. Because they say at the end of the day, you can measure time, you can measure distance. But what really matters is how long are you on your feet? And if your body isn't used to being on your feet for an extended amount of time, you'll never break through on that threshold. So whatever you're going through or whatever you're trying to achieve, switch it up. Start adding some high intensity days in there. Start adding some days that you can challenge yourself so you can grow. Don't play it safe. Consistency is important, but you can be consistent and not pushing yourself as well, which will actually mean that you're being consistent for no reason. Even though it serves a purpose, yes, you've done it on a consistent basis, but what's the growth rate like? You want your growth rate constantly going up. You don't want it to keep at base level. So get out here and push yourself. No matter what day it is, you may need to switch up the days that you are working. Maybe you don't want to work every day, you know, like everyone else. Maybe you want to switch up your schedule so you can be out here when nobody's out here. So you can grow your mind. So you can grow that willpower. So you can persevere. And guess what? On days like today, early Sunday mornings, you don't have to worry about no eyes out here. They may look at you through the window. They may look at you while they're driving by, but they're not out here though. You're the only one out here. So it's you versus you. Super important. Get out here today or this week, this month. Challenge yourself to grow so you can get to that next level. So you can start surrounding yourself with the people that you desire to be around. Now, it's not a lot of people that are gonna be in that same position, that's willing to exert themselves that extra mile or that extra oomph throughout their day. But guess what? It's somebody out here that's working 24/7 to whoop your ass. So you got to at least give yourself a fighting chance to be able to fight back, to be able to compete, to be able to get in the ring, you know, or in my case, get on the road. Because there's so many people right now that can run circles around me. But it's cool because I'm out here every day and we pushing ourselves every week, every day, extending it just a little bit more every day. And you'll find that in a runner's sense, your lungs are gonna start being conditioned to that pace. Your legs are gonna start being conditioned to that time that you are on your feet. So whether you're in business, whether you're in school, whether you're running like myself, push yourself so you can set yourself apart. You want to be that person that they can come to for that admiration, that inspiration, and lastly, that motivation. So when they think they're doing something grand, that you are right there. You already there. You already focused. You already programmed. So you got to take it into your own consideration. What place on the totem pole are you trying to be? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not trying to be nowhere near the bottom. I do not want to mingle where it's a bunch of people. You don't want to be amongst that crowd that they can overlook you, if you get what I'm saying. You want to be up on that totem pole where it's just a few, where they can count on at least 1 to 2 hands the amount of people that are at that level. So push yourself. Do something different this week. Reorganize that schedule. Reorganize that brain of yours so you can get out here and you can perform at the level that you see yourself at. Because there's nothing like dreaming without working. Don't get caught up into that. You got to focus. You got to dream because you taking action. You're going to get there because you taking action. You're going to accomplish that goal because that work is progressing and you can see yourself getting there just a little bit faster, just a little bit of a higher pace than normal. And that could very well alter the trajectory of your entire life, no matter what the industry or what activity that you're in. So, y'all, that's my message for y'all today. It's a new week. Most people don't start their week until Monday, but I actually start my week on the actual weekday, the first day of the week, which is Sunday. Get out here and push yourself. Start a new schedule. Work and put in the work so you can get around that friend group, that peer group, that y'all can relate mentally and physically. And most of the time when you ascend to that level, you also get around those people that you want to be financially as well. So, happy Sunday. Let's start this week off great. Push yourself. And we be back tomorrow, baby. Let's do it.